This is the Violent Professional Podcast brought to you by AriesClothing.com.
Everybody know how to podcast, right? This is the end of the year podcast. This will be the last one that we have for the entire year of 2019.
Why are you looking at me?
Just letting you know.
What the fuck am I supposed to do? Am I not supposed to look at you?
I can't be humorous.
So what I'm gonna
You have to stare. You have to stare at the microphone.
This feels so confining.
How is it confining? We're
We're in an open fucking room. Do you feel claustrophobic
Yeah,
between those headphones?
I'm sorry I didn't laugh at your joke. It's the same fucking one you've told every single time you've been on the episode. Now, you have to be okay with me shit-talking you and I expect it back if you're going to do it. But it is part of the podcast. Now we're going to sit here and be quiet time, so we can get some of that clean audio. It's not supposed to be funny. It's just supposed to make the audio good. All right, that should be good. This is good.
I like it.
That's enough to the static, like all that static and that fucking concoction you've got going over there. It's the magic potion.
It's bong, right? Something weird.
Sweet.
It's a
It's a thing.
I can't wait for this episode to air. Already, I know it's going to be a fucking hit. You gotta be kidding me, David.
You gotta be kidding me. I got some smoke Gouda in the fridge, David.
Do you really?
Yeah. Oh, he's excited now.
He's like, I can fucking cast now.
I'm ready to fucking cast. Oh. Stop laughing.
No.
I'm just kidding. Don't stop.
So
don't stop.
I don't know what your idea for the podcast episode today. Shocking, we're doing one today. As you,
Yeah.
you're like,
Hey, surprise.
hey, what time are we doing it tonight? I'm like, oh,
Wait, what?
I guess we're doing it tonight, but that's fine. I have an idea for the podcast episode today. It's the end of the year episode, and I want to say how much I appreciate everybody and name some people, not in bad ways,
Yes.
but just talk about just the past year and how it's been.
like it. I
And
like
just
it.
in general, have a conversation about the past year.
Good save.
I fucking lost. It's like, that's incredibly like
Wobbly, right?
wobbles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it right there so it
I
doesn't.
like it.
But yeah, we could talk about just stuff that's happened this past year in our lives and how the podcast has gone and Aries in general, or not Aries, but just the podcast and just all the shit that's attached to it.
Yeah.
And I'll throw my hands out a few more times and just go blah for
Blah.
emphasis.
Picture
So,
arms flailing.
What do you want to accomplish on this episode?
What do I want to accomplish?
Yeah, we don't really accomplish anything.
I want to
ever.
laugh.
Okay. We got David here.
I want to make people laugh.
Yeah. What would you like to accomplish since you're the star of the show on this episode?
I'm already laughing. I'm already laughing.
Yeah, that's good.
He's
You've
face
done
palming right
like
now.
fucking 4 of these. Why are you nervous?
Okay,
What's happening?
Your question is, what do I want to
don't
accomplish?
Yeah. Well, do you
Have a
want to? Do
conversation.
you want to like talk about? Just something you want to talk about?
Is there a topic you'd like to talk about? I mean, I heard you say something earlier about my watch.
Yeah, we could talk about watches.
I'm not interested anymore.
You're a piece of shit. You know that?
No, well, I'm not interested in your watch anymore.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, you
I'm
fucking
sorry.
Piece of shit.
I'm fucking sorry.
It's just episode is whatever we want it to be. It's magic.
Yeah.
I don't have. Usually, I have a sheet in front of us. We started doing this outline where I talk about the sponsor of the episode, which I have to do after you say something, and then
What? Stop
take it
snickering.
from there.
Stop that.
I turn into a different level of asshole in these episodes. Like all's fair. Just say something, or we're gonna move on, and then you can chime in if you feel like it.
What do you want to bring up? You gave me a whole fucking list of topics earlier. What do you want to talk about?
You have stuff to bitch about. You said. You're like, I can't wait to podcast. I got stuff to talk about.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hold on. Let me think.
Remember last time when I said he's never going to be on the
Yeah,
podcast again?
I do remember that. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You keep having me.
Yeah, that's fun because it's fun. It's fun regardless of like it's just a good shit talking session. But I enjoy having you on the episode because of how fun it is.
It's like he's a disabled child and we're trying to teach him something.
Do you want to talk about? I mean, it's Christmas time. Mm-hmm. Do you want to talk about all the
What angers
joy and merriment of the festivities of the holiday season?
Or tell us the reason you go to Leavenworth on a weekday.
Oh,
That sounds dope.
yeah.
Leavenworth's a cool place.
It is. Daniel's there right now.
Doing what?
Taking pictures of hipsters.
He's never been there before. So him and
For real, you guys
yeah.
have lived here forever.
Yeah, you'd think 99. Yeah, it's
He's
pretty much
learning a
forever.
new style of handlebar mustache from the Germans. Trying to look more Nazi-ish than he already does. Which David,
his fucking
I mean, not
haircut.
David.
Like, he's got a fucking his haircut.
Yeah, dude.
What about his haircut?
It's very Nazi.
What the fuck you say about his haircut? We gotta have David on, or not David. Have him on.
We got to have Daniel. on.
Daniel.
Yeah. We got to give him a little drinky in him.
He's funny. And
He's drinking
Cracks
me.
me up.
remember that time I asked him when it was the burger team, inaugural burger team, inaugural burger team meeting where he had like the fucking multiple sausages and shit. And I was like,
Yes.
you got to be on an episode, bro. And he's like, I'm not even funny or some shit. Whatever he said, I was like,
I'm not interesting.
do you
funny.
Yeah, do you experience yourself talking? Because the rest of us do.
Yeah,
and
it's
you're
fucking hilarious.
funny. Well, I don't have anything to talk about. It's like, you just talk about whatever. I don't have anything to talk about on any of these episodes. And it seems to turn out.
Damn right it does. You just
So-
fucking talk.
Yeah. So what's up, Dave? What's up? Back to you.
Dude, what is somebody who like
Yeah.
is infatuated with watches? What do you call that person?
Somebody with too
Isn't
much
there like a
time on
name
their
for it
hands.
though?
Like
a hobbyist for watches. What are they fucking called?
I have no idea.
I thought you knew. Okay, how about somebody who like works on watches?
A watchsmith.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought there's like something more technical. Now I feel like an idiot.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were really into watches and you knew this kind of shit.
How's your G-Shock working
It's
out?
fucking working, dude. It's working.
Has an analog face changed your life in any way?
Has it changed my life? No.
Okay.
Because I know how to tell time.
Well, you don't wear a watch to learn how to tell time.
It just gives him some I can't fucking speak today. I was gonna say I try to be intelligent on these things. I'm like, these fucking shits. It gives him some subconscious joy when he looks at it, so it improves his life immensely.
I
do
look
you have
at it
subconscious
and
joy?
I smile.
Do you smile?
No.
No?
I just tell the time. I
That'd be
look at
weird.
it.
He looks
and
at
I read the time.
He looked like a crazy person.
Like,
He's like,
I'm late.
he's like,
I'm late.
I just
don't slam the table. Did we just talk about this? He looks at the clock, like you're carrying
clock on my arm. It's like
Flava Flav. No, he like looks at the his watch at the post office and he goes like this and smiles, and the people are like, "Whoa, that dude's being weird. He's got a beard, a Unabomber type of thing."
Yeah, your beard's kind of thick, dude.
do you say what's thick on me?
Your beard's kind
My
of
beard's thick.
Yeah.
I think your microphone isn't in the right position because it's echo and nothing else.
I think his face is not in the right position.
Wait,
Can you elevate that, like unscrew that and just elevate it to where it's like your nose level? Yeah, because it's not doing what it's supposed to, even though it's working.
There.
Yeah, there you go. Try that.
mic check.
Do it again.
Mic check. Check, check,
does it
check,
sound?
check, check.
Sounds good.
Okay, it's not. It's
Oh,
not
that's more comfortable.
Good.
I think his. Is
That's how it should be.
something. All right, say it again.
Mic
Say it again.
check. Mic check.
There you go. There
There's
you
something
go.
weird with it. I don't know.
It's
Testicles.
David. Testicles.
Try it again.
It's my soothing voice.
There we go. There's a button on this thing.
Fucking
It's
button.
sultry.
Still,
soothing.
what did you say? I need a sound engineer or something?
You do. You need
Sound-
an engineer.
I gotta fucking pay
need-
somebody to turn knobs and be frustrated with me as well.
You need
or
a-
like they'd be like, "What the fuck? This is different every time."
He needs a Jamie.
Think the bright side. You could just sit there and yell at them and berate them while they're
Yeah.
trying to do it, and they get like, "Ah, just-"
No, and then you
And
would
then
say,
like I have him, I pay him like a salary or whatever, and he just sits in the
Well,
sits there waiting for me to
he can
record. I
pull
was like,
shit up on the
stares.
computer.
I need guests. I can't do this myself.
So
I've
here's
seen.
the thing. We don't need anybody to look shit up for us.
Okay.
We're not the Joe Rogan podcast. Okay.
Yeah. Jamie. That's not how he talks at all. I enjoy his podcast.
It is. He's
Yeah.
dope, but that's his thing.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, if you had your laptop here,
Yeah, you could look shit up
yeah, you
yourself.
look stuff up. But I
Or you
believe
just
I
stare
said to
at
not
it,
bring it.
stare at it the whole time.
Because if I knew you were gonna do this, what you're doing right now, I wouldn't have brought you.
Oh, you're a hater. I
I
am
hate on you?
fucking
I like you.
spun gold.
You spun gold.
Spun gold. Stop.
Have you-
Just get your hands away from the cables. This is like 90% of the episodes. David is like yelling at him to
Just
not
yelling.
fucking do certain things. Oh god.
There you go.
All right.
Nope, didn't work. Sorry.
You can still hear it.
You could do. You could put it like your hands around it too. To not go like weave your fucking sausage fingers in the middle. Of your dick
Do I
beaters.
have sausage fingers?
I
for
have
this
sausage
episode?
fingers.
For this
I-
episode, you have sausage
I
fingers.
looked at my hand the other day, and have you guys ever done this where you're just like driving
Yes.
and Like, holy fuck, I got small fingers. Like, my fingers are fucking small. Like,
Dude, have you seen these hands?
dude, hold
I
on.
got
Your
hold on.
fingers,
Here.
they don't look small.
No, he's just self-conscious about it.
Mine are longer, but yeah, I've got small
He
fingers.
focuses on his fingers as he smashes into guardrails.
No, but,
He's like,
but
Have you ever
Cops
just been
come up,
driving and
cops
just
go-
stared at
yeah.
your hand?
have you guys
come
ever like discovered parts of your body in your 30s where you're like, holy fuck, like, whoa. Like,
and then you sing "It's a Whole New World" to
my
yourself.
dick's bigger than I thought it was.
Well, that's what a dick looks like. I've had so much pubic hair this whole time. Get a little trim and it's all coming clear. My dick's actually bigger than I thought. It used to just look like a fucking one of those poppers that you put on the ground, you flip inside out, and it goes bloop, bloop. It used to look like that.
It's fucking
And now
turtle
I
with
realize
his head
there's
in.
a shaft.
A nubbin.
I used to piss all over my pubes.
Why do I gotta wipe after I pee?
Yeah. You fold the lips back and use toilet paper. Okay, so this episode started out great. Let's get into some fucking thanking some sponsors. Okay. I got to bring up Cleared Hot first.
Indeed.
Appreciate everything those guys have done. If you haven't checked them out, go check them out. They're at clearedhot.team on the internet and cleared.hot on Instagram. And you can buy some merch from them and support a veteran organization.
Damn right.
So go check them out. Dope designs. They're always coming out with new stuff. And yeah, like those guys a lot. They sponsor the podcast. They keep it going. Much like our patrons on Patreon. I sent them a little video message.
Hooray.
Yeah. Patrons, thank you so much for this year. It's been awesome.
We love you.
In the spirit of saying thanks on this episode, the thankful episode, I want to say thank you even to the people that support us in the smallest ways, because I don't believe, as I said in the video message, I don't believe that it would be at the level it is today. Like, I don't know if I would keep doing it at the frequency picked up over the past year. I think I did like 10 episodes or maybe less, like 8 episodes the first year. Maybe more, I don't know. But then this 2019 has been huge for the podcast.
Yeah, it's evolved, man.
Yeah, it's not and it's kind of like, because of Patreon and patrons, it's like giving it kind of a vision of where it's going.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's an actual path instead of just a conversation.
They have direct input as to where it's going, like what they want to see. Like I put little polls up there and say like, "Wait, what do you like?" And we saw that people like fucking animals.
They don't like fucking animals, but they like animals.
It's like, what about animals? Like,
Just the
Not fucking
just
them.
that, like the even
like-
as shitty, because you've heard Animal Train. I think you've listened
Yeah.
to all of them, right? Like
Right.
The quality wasn't great.
The quality of Animal Train, because I had all this shit set up, and then
we
it was
were-
going into the laptop. So now I eliminate that, and I just have all this new shit that you said you saw and like. It makes it very simple, and I can see that we're recording now, as opposed to the other one where it's like audio is coming in, but it was going through the laptop fucking microphone, which was on the floor. You know what I mean? Like in the trailer. But people like that episode, and then when we talked about other shit like Bigfoot or the weird stuff, the animals, the mole people stuff, like people generally like that, and the comedy, because it's different, man. People come on to the episode and they think it's going to be like this certain thing, and
They're
then
going to talk about killing people and
then
Afghanistan and shit.
Yeah, and then it's like they're surprised because they're like, oh, this is
Yeah.
this is fucking different than anything that we've seen before. We've seen. You can't see a podcast. Fucking
unless
idiot.
it's on video.
Fucking idiot. Dumb.
We did have one viewer last time.
Yeah, we had. And I didn't know this, but it was Jennifer.
Yeah,
She was in
yeah.
Afghanistan.
Yep, which was pretty awesome.
Jennifer's she's a avid follower of the podcast.
She a patron?
and- yeah, she's a patron too.
She's cool.
Patron.
Yeah. She's the highest, I think the highest patron that we have, the donor.
Yeah.
Is she single?
Fucking awesome, dude.
I don't know. No, I think she isn't. No, she's but I mean, there's,
Yeah, what?
yeah.
You sound okay. Anyways,
Yeah, that's,
it's weird.
I mean, you can look at the podcast page. She comments all the time. You can DM her, slide in her DMs.
She'll probably laugh at you.
She's in Afghanistan right now, and she lives somewhere else. So it's gonna be a hard one.
Well, of course she lives somewhere else.
Yeah, she doesn't live in Washington.
She doesn't live in Afghanistan either.
Yeah. So you just made it awkward.
Yeah,
Even more
you did.
awkward. Now you can shut your face.
It's because you're
the rest
trying to be serious. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm not. I'm never
What?
serious.
You were trying to pick up a patron.
Yeah.
I'm-
Is she single?
Hey,
And she's like, I'm on this episode really that much. A long time. I'm just glad, because I was going to do a live feed, but then I realized there's 3 of us and it's going to be weird, until I get
that's-
a better setup and we're like not on like a dining room table, then
looking at each other.
look at each other. I can't have like multiple angles. That would be cool, but I don't have
Yeah,
that.
multiple cameras.
Bling, bling.
What's that?
That's when you were paying for
that?
porn. Remember when you were paying
What's
for porn?
that?
I'm thankful for that episode when we found out that you're the only person in the entire world that pays for porn still.
How did you come to that
The
conclusion?
fucking egg trebuchet. That's the same episode.
Yeah, dude.
And I was going, bling. It's when people tip on the fucking cam girl sites.
I don't even know what a cam girl is.
You're full of shit.
No.
We have a whole episode to prove it. Anyway, if you're listening, you can comment below on whatever thing, the podcast episode
for
or the
porn.
Instagram page and say,
Fuck,
David's
dare
full
you.
of shit. I
Never
heard
pay for
that.
porn.
Yeah, right. He forgot that he's been on this podcast before. We got a whole episode, and that's how egg trebuchet happened.
It was a good
because
episode.
I don't know how that happened.
if you remember, you were gonna flick eggs into your mouth
From my
after
response.
I got pissed off, threw the egg yolk at your penis, and you flicked it into your mouth, and it was gonna be a whole sex show. You don't remember this?
No, I
and
need to
I'm
go
the
back.
one with the fucking traumatic brain injury.
You need to go back and listen to it.
For some reason, my brain got better after I fucking got knocked out. Anyway, this podcast has also been brought to you by the blonde girl that's on the end of my cul-de-sac and her fantastic hiney. She's not a sponsor of the episode, but she could be if she hears this.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
sounds cool.
Anyway, not to make it more awkward. Who else? We got ariesclothing.com. Go check those guys out. And evilvibesco.com. And if you like energy drinks and your heart exploding from how awesome they are, strikeforceenergy.com. And use code evilvibes at checkout and you get 20% off and then free shipping over $35. There you go.
Buy those pump bottles.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yep.
Yep.
David likes Strike Force. What's your favorite flavor?
All of them.
Oh,
God damn it, David.
you son of a bitch.
I mooch it off of you and Daniel.
Yeah, you need to stop doing that and buy some. Code Evil Vibes.
Just
20% off.
Give me with just a shot.
Use a shat. That's a new one. I'm going to tell them about it. Be
Let
like,
me
hey,
get a
there's
shat.
people are calling it. So they're saying it's weird when like it's not just like I'm going to get a squirt from the pump bottle. It's like I'm going to get a shat from the squirt bottle. I'll let them know. I'll put that in their suggestion box. Let me go up here. We also have a new sponsor, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's the newest sponsor?
I'm gonna play the.
Do they got a jingle?
They do have a jingle.
Oh, fuck.
Is that what you-
Dave, I'm not gonna sing it
No,
because you got upset about it.
I did not get upset.
Yes, you did.
No,
was
I don't.
literally
I
crying.
don't get upset. I never get upset. I'm perfectly
You're perfectly what?
good.
Okay, you guys ready for the newest sponsor?
I'm
of
fucking
the
ready.
podcast.
Yep.
Are you ready, David?
Yep.
And I want you to give me an honest opinion on what you think about it. Hey there, partner. This is Al from Crazy Al's Taco Bank. You know the place. We were the first to innovate the taco depository. You know, that's where you come down and you deposit your extra taco meat. We're providing something new to the community, the taco depository. Come on down to Crazy Al's Taco Bank, where we'll take all of your taco meat. I'm talking about all of it. Used taco meat, fresh taco meat. I don't care. We'll take it. Believe me, we've got a bank full of that taco meat. We'll make sure to meet all of your taco depository demands. Here's a few testimonials from some of our current members. My name is Juan. I am the owner of the Lucha Libre Taco Truck. I love the taco bank. They ensure that all of my taco meat needs are met. Thanks, Crazy Al. My name is Jeff. I love Crazy Al's Taco Bank. The other day, I had 3 extra tacos I couldn't get rid of. And thanks to Crazy Al's Taco Bank, I was able to save that taco meat. Thanks, Crazy Al. Sup, bruh? My name's Jason. I was down on the corner of Encinita, Main Street, and 5th Street. I was shredding the gnar, bruh. So, riding my longboard down on Main Street. And I stopped by the local taco truck, and I was like, bruh, I got too many tacos. I wonder if there's someone around that would be willing to take a deposit for all that extra taco meat that I would like to eat later. You know, when I'm taking a nasty bong hit and I get the munchies later, and I just want to save that taco meat so I can eat it later with my friends at the local hacky sack meetup. Look no further. What did I run into? I ran into Crazy Al's Taco Bank. Thanks, Al. You're a lifesaver, bro. So come on down to Crazy Al's Taco Bank. You know where it's at. It's on the corner of Main and 5th Street in Diarrhea Town, USA. Because at Crazy Al's Taco Bank, I'm not only the owner, I just shit my pants. That's our newest sponsor. This is fucking awesome.
Let's hope they.
Remember when I commented?
What'd you say?
I said, I'm going to have to find it and read that one. Oh, it was good.
We just go down to 5th Street in Diarrhea Town, USA, and there you go. He's looking for. I mean, they're looking for what, investors? Possibly you.
Where we keep your beef and beans till you're ready for another fiesta. Sour cream? No problem. Cheese and lettuce? Please and let us. We'll deposit your tortillas until your uncontrollable bowels are back to normal. And when you're ready, we'll wreck your gut with our simple taco withdrawal machines.
Okay, so now I kept that one a secret because like other people have heard it. I sent it out to like a few of the people that are in the group. I was like, don't tell them about it because I want to play it and get their reactions for it. So now that you know about it, like we can all record to it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I kept that secret. I made that last week.
That was pretty good.
That's what it was like right after I recorded that, and I sent it to a few people. They're like, "What the fuck? That's funny as shit." Without like, I'd send it to them like the link to the Dropbox, and they were like, "What did you send me?" And I'm like, "Just listen to it." And they're like, "I don't know if I want to."
Just listen,
because they know like I do weird shit sometimes. So like, they're like, "I don't know if I want to," and everybody was like, "That's fucking hilarious." So
just some ASMR. So you're just going,
"Oh yeah." No, did you the last the episode? Was the taco truck episode? What did I call it?
Taco Bank.
Taco Bank.
That's the name of the episode.
About doing that, and we were talking like we should do funny little advertisements.
Yeah, I don't think you listened to the episode.
Yeah,
I did.
You son of a bitch.
I do.
That's the result.
I like it.
You know what?
There's gonna be like the next one is gonna be like a continuation. We're like, some people say that the Taco Bank gave them uncontrollable diarrhea. Well, you're in Diarrhea Town, asshole. Something like that.
It's where we live. It's what we do.
Some of the haters will say I can't podcast good.
Oh,
You're all haters.
Yeah. No. But there'll be other stuff like that. Like we could use that script that you wrote.
Yeah.
First, we brought you
did you write that, Mark? Or
Yeah, dude. That was a comment I posted.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. You're so good at writing.
Make an account today and get uncontrollable diarrhea. Like it has to be focused on diarrhea fully.
And meat. And cheese and beans.
I even have a shirt with a taco and a lucha libre mask jumping off the taco truck. Like
nice.
That Macho Man Randy Savage image where he's like doing the flying elbow. We got one of those coming.
I'm hungry. I want some tacos, dude.
This episode been brought to you by Tacos. The Crazy Al Taco Bank.
And David's monotone taco truck.
I also found out that the taco truck name is actually a fucking thing, so we might have to change that.
Is it real?
It is.
No
yeah.
shit.
Well, they're all like different. They're not like
cease and desist order.
Yeah. Sued by a fucking taco
I want
truck.
royalties.
He does my voice perfectly.
One.
Cool.
Good shit.
Cool. David.
Yeah.
What do you got, man?
Well, you were going to ask me something. Remember you were going to...
Watches?
No.
We already got to
I
that.
already asked you that.
Was that it?
Yep. That's it. Oh, something about Leavenworth. Why you only go there on weekdays? You said something earlier. You're
Yeah.
like, man, I would only go there on weekdays.
Because I don't like seeing all the hipsters out there from Seattle. It's just...
That's it?
Yeah.
They don't go there during the week?
No, they're all working.
They have jobs?
Yeah.
Weird. They're all making their fucking hemp wallets and shit.
No,
they're actual business people up there.
Yeah.
They just pretend like they're fucking.
Have you been out there
when I
recently
went
at
there,
all?
it was just
Leavenworth? No,
tourists.
I haven't been there.
Have you ever been there?
Yes.
When was the last time you
I
went?
literally know. I know. I literally just said no. I've never been there, but I have been there a few times to Beer Fest, and
Nice.
been years though.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too many hipsters there, but I don't know if that was a thing when I.
It is. It's a thing.
I know
Yeah.
you brought up hemp. Dude, there was this crazy thing that happened at work. I mean, not crazy. It's not really
You
crazy.
sent the
Anyways,
picture, yeah.
work for a company that has a lot of boxes in it, right?
Yeah.
Somebody, box was coming down a conveyor belt, and one of the handlers that takes care of these boxes smelled some really strong, right?
Danky.
Obviously weed, and notified a manager, and they're like, "Hey, this other person smells like weed." And the manager was like, I don't think so, because the guy just came back from the bathroom, and the guy's like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure he was. He's probably in the bathroom smoking weed." We're like, "No, people don't do that. People aren't that stupid, you know."
Mm-hmm.
So then, this like package handler has a box in their hand, and they like bring it by the manager. And the manager's like, "Holy shit!"
Okay, well, why is that illegal?
So he.
To mail.
Hold on, I'm not done with my fucking story.
I got
dick.
questions, dude.
So
you gotta get
he
me
opens the box and he brings it to me. He's like, "Dude, what do we do with this?" And I look in the box and there's this coffee tin. Open the coffee tin and it's just fucking full of weed.
Nugs.
Just
What's your responsibilities as far as opening? Is it suspicion?
we can open whatever we want as long as we have reasonable suspicion, or we need to inspect the pack.
That's dope
Inspect
as
it.
fuck.
So
I would abuse that rule.
that's part of
David would
what
just
I do.
open everything.
Fuck yeah, I would.
So
This one says Victoria's Secret. He's like jizzing in their panties and
Oh yeah.
he comes in the fucking crotch and then seals them back up and then sends it on the way. I've got 500 kids.
All right, Mark, finish your story.
That's not how you get people pregnant, by the way. Don't
we
try
bring
that.
it. We bring it to one of the main offices, and we put it in somebody's office, and they come in like, "Holy shit!"
Did anybody see that package? I don't know where it went.
So we've had them come through before, where they're stuffed inside teddy bears and stuff, and
Yeah.
you know, it's like customs, you know. So we got to inspect the package, and we always notify the authorities. But it was really funny to me because when we opened this package and we saw the coffee tin, which obviously coffee is supposed to mask the scent a little bit, it doesn't work very well. It was just an old coffee tin, and next to it was a little jar. Okay, manager opens the jar. He's like, "Dude, what does this look like to you?" And I'm like, "It looks like some lavender and some rosemary."
I totally
it's
thought you were
fucking
going to say
potpourri.
it looks like expired semen. And you dip your finger
pretty
into
funny.
it. You dip your finger and then taste it.
Taste test.
I don't know
Expired
what
semen.
I don't know what this is. This must be a movie, and let
So
me
they-
taste what's in this nondescript jar.
What's really funny is it's a little thing of potpourri in a little glass jar with a lid on it. They had the lid just completely closed. I'm sure they put it in there to mask the scent, but it was completely closed. Like, what's the fuck's that gonna do? It's a glass jar full of potpourri, just next to this big can of weed.
I got a question. So are you, I'm not going to say any names, but the operation and the process that the packages go through, are you the only line of defense? Meaning if you didn't have that guy who smelt it, it would have made it to its destination.
It's possible. It's
Beginning
possible.
man.
Yeah, it's possible.
Right. So that shit happens all the time.
Oh, I'm
man.
sure it does.
All the
Yeah.
fucking time.
Where
Yeah.
nobody finds the
So
package.
the jack
if you
off
think-
guy making $12
So
an hour
think-
is the only
so
line of
think
defense
about-
with narcotics going through.
So think about
yeah.
like customs when you're at Border Patrol or
Right,
something,
right,
right?
right.
You think that they find all the shit that goes through there? Fuck no.
Right.
Fuck no.
Right. So why is it illegal then? That's my question. Like, what's wrong with sending a bunch of?
Why is it? I mean, why is anything illegal? It's to scare people to not do shit. Like,
Yeah.
Why is it illegal to send heroin through the mail?
No, I didn't say heroin. I'm like, why would it? So could I send like if I wanted to send Mike like Tylenol, right? I love Mike. I want to give him some
Tylenol's not illegal. It's not a controlled substance.
Okay, so let's
Controlled
explore.
substances.
So
It's like alcohol. You can't
now,
send alcohol.
I have Percocet now, a little bit harder drugs.
That's different.
Okay, so
All of your
Could I
arguments
send-
coming up, I can just tell all of your arguments in the next 5 minutes.
yeah,
Maybe we'll try again later, but they're all going to be invalid.
but why?
Because you don't have good arguments. That's why.
No. Why is it? Why is it illegal? Like I don't get it.
Why is it illegal to send narcotics? Because narcotics are illegal. They're controlled substances. You can't just.
I get heroin and cocaine, but like
Hard drugs.
Yeah. Like, where's the line here? Like, I don't
have an answer. I'm not the
Well,
postal.
obviously it's below marijuana.
I'm not the postmaster general sitting there in his
So-
his paper mache throne.
So
of lies.
if the organization decided as a whole that they weren't gonna like, okay, idiot guy checking the packages for $12 an hour, stop smelling weed. Like this is all on the. I'm trying not to bring up any names.
So
But-
in my mind, it's on whoever sent it out. You know what I mean? It's on whoever sent it out and whoever's receiving it.
Right.
What I do is notify the other authorities, and I say, hey, come pick this up. And it's
Yeah, but I
from
wouldn't.
that point.
My point is like I wouldn't. Why? Like it's obviously pot. Like who gives a fuck? Let's just like move this package.
It's
Why are
a
we gonna
whole
do
lot
all
of
that?
pot. That's why.
Who gives a fuck?
once it well,
You know what I'm saying? Like who cares?
the only way
right?
it would be legal to do that is if it was recreational, and there was no age
Yes.
limit.
But,
Yes.
okay,
So
and
if
I know-
It's federally legal.
If it wasn't federally controlled,
right.
then I wouldn't care. But part of my job is to make sure that doesn't get forwarded and it gets to the proper authorities. The next line of defense.
Also, there's some. I mean, Washington State's more liberal, right? So
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
allow more shit like
I wonder
recreational
if
marijuana
certain
use.
states are more strict when things come down the
Well,
conveyor belt. You know what I mean?
it really depends on what comes down the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not gonna.
Well, also Washington isn't. I won't say names, but like Washington has nothing to do with packages and mail in general.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
a federal.
It's-
Oh yeah,
federal
you're
thing.
yeah. That's why you can't like
You can't
touch
send
someone's
explosives.
mailbox. It's a federal crime to go in
Yeah.
Mike's
if you go
mailbox and put something
if you
in
go
there.
mailbox bashing, that's like a
Oh
felony.
yeah,
You know?
is it really?
Yeah.
it's a felony.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Yep.
wow, dude, science.
So don't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. We have so many fucking weird things now in life that just doesn't make sense. Like if you really think about it, like why? Pot's about to be legal. I mean, you know, like why? Like who cares? I don't know. I don't smoke pot, but I don't know.
People care. Plus, you don't want kids to get a hold of it if it's shipped to the wrong place.
Right,
Yeah.
but you can make the same argument with guns. You don't want, you know,
You're not supposed
or
to mail guns.
Tylenol. Right,
Just
but,
throw this gun in the mail.
right, or fucking, Tylenol. You don't want kids to swallow a bunch of Tylenol, and
It'll be your last headache.
Last time I ever have it. This has lasted me 5 weeks.
So okay, cool. Anything else interesting coming down the conveyor belt? I'm
Oh,
curious.
all the time, dude.
Can
all
you
the time.
can you share?
No.
Okay, well,
We have. I mean, there's several things that come through the building, and it's there's some risque stuff that comes through.
like
some,
what?
Castle Megastore. You know what that is?
Yeah, porn,
More than just porn.
like dildos and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, big old
Yes.
dildos.
Have you seen like a massive donger? Like just this
Yeah.
ridiculous.
The Twister.
I don't know what that is.
Look it up.
Is it?
That's exactly what somebody who pays for porn would say.
That's like sounds like somebody that already knows what the Twister is.
So okay, huh? Weird.
Yeah, we get. I mean, sometimes stuff breaks open, and we have to repack. Make sure that it's good through the customs section that I take care of, and make sure everything gets back into place and gets to its destination. So
It's scary, like the line of defense that's involved with like if I let's just say somebody wanted to ship uranium through the fucking system, like
that's why.
and the
there's
guy making
regulations.
$12 an hour on the fucking conveyor belt's got to have enough initiative to be able to know it.
That's why there's hazardous materials limitations and lots of rules.
But you rule, but like terrorists don't care about rules.
That's
like,
absolutely right. That's why we have processes in place to
Bring your mic closer.
to make sure that doesn't happen.
But
or if
so
we can circumvent it.
So if
you
a
know?
terrorist wanted to like ship, they should just send it through just send it like
You
know what I
shouldn't
mean.
So-
give them ideas, but I'm
So
sure they thought about it.
hasn't that happened already several times?
Oh, I'm sure it has.
What do congressmen get in the mail all the time?
Oh, right, yeah, like
White
powder and
powdery
shit.
substances.
Yeah. So
Do you
people
think they're checking every
But-
fucking envelope and
But you're
holding
proving
it up
my
to the fucking
you're,
light?
you're proving my point to me though is these are making it to their destinations.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so you
Like-
could just simply ship
So-
shit and
I told you that when I talked about customs,
yeah.
border patrol.
Yeah, I guess
There's
I'm
no
shocked
stopping
that there's
it.
no
fucking
there's
stopping.
no like
You
more
can limit.
sophisticated safeguards in
You'll
place.
stop some of it, but you won't stop all of it.
Wow. All right. Well, there you go, America.
You're gonna check everybody's butthole that walks through the fucking
It's
walk.
so what would you, so do you guys even do you have any
before we
numbers?
continue down this line, I don't want to drift into a conversation
good.
where we're bringing up like how to do shit and like
No.
You keep pushing it that way. You're like, well, if I wanted to send a
if I shove it down my penis, they'll never search there.
No, but
What
I'm
about this, Mark? In your line of work, could I effectively ship? Like, what the fuck? Like,
no. Okay. I'm just curious because I'm a numbers guy, right? So do you got does any unmentioned organizations keep track of? Do they have a soft number of what they know gets through?
Like an estimate.
Right, like some kind of a ball. And I know it changes because of the time of year.
That's
and
not
everything.
my position to know.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they do.
So they
in
have
the
a
security
number.
sector of my job.
Fascinating.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure they do.
So they do have soft numbers on what gets
Oh
through.
yeah,
that's
I'm
fast.
sure they do.
Okay.
Absolutely,
Huh. So maybe like 10% get caught and
could be.
Wow. There you go, America.
I don't think the postal service or anything in shipping in general is the worst concern that we have, though.
No, not at
There's
all.
a lot more crimes that happen overtly. You know,
Like
what I mean?
murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess like most people probably think that they're safe from what gets sent in the mail.
Fucking murder.
Murder.
I got a topic for you.
All right.
Holy shit. Netflix. There's like a 3-episode documentary thing called "Don't Fuck with Cats."
Oh, I heard about that.
Holy
Is it like
shit.
is it documentary? Or
Holy
it's
shit!
like catfishing, right? I saw somebody post about it.
So
One of the followers posted about
like,
it.
kind of a gist of it. There's this dude back in like 2010 who posted a video of him killing some kittens.
What?
He called the video like one guy, 2 kittens or something, and throws a cat in a vacuum seal bag and then sucks the air out of it, and it's
Oh
on
my
like he
God.
just tortures the cat, right?
Jesus Christ.
And people are getting pissed about it, and they're like commenting like, "Oh, you piece of shit! I'm gonna fucking find you."
Yeah.
Like they created
yeah.
these groups on trying to find this fucking guy.
When did hold on, sorry, when did this happen?
Like 2010, I think.
Okay.
I think I could be wrong. Anyways,
Did they show the video at all?
no, but they show like
what's
the
it
name of
called?
the. No, don't look it up right now.
Yeah, don't look it up. Just listen to him
Just
talk.
fucking
Listen to the
just put your
soothing-
fucking phone down.
I'm gonna
And
get
you,
it. My
no,
Netflix.
you're gonna mess up the. Oh, don't fuck with cats. I thought you
Yeah.
were trying to YouTube the
Yeah,
video. I was
yeah,
like,
no,
you're gonna
no.
fuck up the whole audio
Yeah.
because
No.
cell phones near all the cable, this spaghetti right here, it fucks it up. It goes.
These nerds like create these groups, these
Mm-hmm.
Facebook groups and stuff to try to fucking find this guy, and they use like these crazy detective, like these are normal people,
Right,
but
right,
they're
right.
like computer nerds,
They're motivated.
very motivated
Right,
because they
right,
want to
right,
fucking
right,
find this guy.
Right, sure.
And they spend like 2 years like pinpointing his locations just by like looking at shit in the room.
Dude, they're
And they,
on them.
dude,
Fuck law
yeah,
enforcement,
They
they're
do a
on 'em.
really fucking good job.
Don't
They
fuck
end up-
with animals
They end up
nowadays.
finding this dude, like where he's located. I'm not gonna say where because it's a very interesting thing to watch. So
It's on Netflix.
and they're
How
yeah,
many
it's on
episodes?
Netflix. There's 3 episodes. So
Is that like?
They end up-
Are they putting out more? Or is it?
I think no, that's it. That's
Okay.
it. So it was about this one guy that they're going after. So they end up pinpointing him, and they're like worried. They're notifying authorities. They're like, this guy's gonna do something worse. People start with animals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So he's gonna do something
Yeah,
worse.
right,
So
right.
you know, you there's only one way to move up the chain, and that's to bigger things.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, this guy's, you know, he's starting with cat. Oh, he put out another video, more cats. You know, he ties one to the end of a fucking broom, or like duct tapes it to the end of a broom, just sticks it in a bathtub until it drowns, and it's on video.
Oh.
So they're like, holy fuck, right? And then he's posting like these little jabs like to authorities and like, oh, try to find me type shit.
Yeah, that's serial killer shit right there.
Also, he was very into serial killers.
Oh yeah.
So he's like looking at serial killers from the past, and
Yeah.
he's like this. He's very vain, like in love with himself.
Oh,
and, like
really?
His appearance,
Narcissistic
his
and
appearance,
shit.
common
Yeah.
trend of them.
really like extremely. So he's
Yeah.
like wants attention. So he's going to like these newscasts and or like radio shows, and
Yeah.
it's just people are like, who the fuck is this guy? Like makes his own videos, his own fan pages, like really weird, right? And ends up moving up that chain and killing somebody.
Oh damn.
Puts that on video on the internet. So people are like freaking out, and then finally the cops are like getting into this group like, hey, show us what you know, and they're like, let's fucking find him. So these nerds go at it again. They're like, find him for like the 3rd time. Finally the authorities are like, oh, these guys are legit. They can help us. But I haven't watched the last episode.
Okay,
Kristen
you're still
watched
watching
it.
it?
Kristen watched it, and she's just like, holy fuck. So
Yeah.
man, I got
What, so it's okay.
last one.
It's called "Don't Fuck
Don't
with
Fuck
Cats,"
with Cats.
and that's on Netflix.
And apparently, don't fuck with nerds on the computer because they can find you just by looking
Yeah.
at shit in your room.
Sure. Well, yeah, that's called self-regulation. That's a good
it
thing.
was crazy,
right?
dude.
You know, we don't need. I mean, yeah, that's a good thing.
It depends on. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, if we had a video on us right now and they just pinpointed our location just by looking at shit in the room and following, you know, everything, just seeing like
Yeah.
that, like they looked at a vacuum cleaner that was on the ground in one of the rooms, and they tracked it by like looking at the brand of vacuum cleaner, where it could be sold. Oh, by the way, it's only sold in the U.S. Okay, so this guy's obviously in the U.S. Looking at another thing in the room, like, oh, that's something that was purchased on eBay. It's a one-of-a-kind blanket. Only one person bought one. Oh, and it happened to be in this state. You're like, holy fuck.
Don't fuck with cats.
You get enough
Yeah.
people, angry people together.
So
you can
it,
accomplish a
the
lot.
documentary is about finding this guy.
It's
the
about
effort
these
and the motivation.
this group that went to find the guy, and
Yeah.
what's really creepy is you don't think the guy's that smart. He doesn't seem that smart. You know,
What do you mean?
he
To
just
kill the cats? you
Yeah, that
Right.
guy. But he's able to keep doing this for several, couple years, and then he gets to this point where
Do they in the videos? Do they show his face though, or does he keep that hidden?
he always keeps it like a side profile with like a hood on. So
they
see,
interview him?
You see like a small section of his face, but he's interviewed on like he puts his face all over the internet, but he doesn't associate it with
What's his
killing
name?
the cats.
What's his name?
I'm not gonna tell you. You got to watch it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, watch it, dude.
It's cool. It's very interesting, but it's got my blood pumping, dude. I didn't want to go to sleep last night. I just wanted to keep watching it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it? It's one of those things that should be longer.
Well, I just wanted to finish the episodes.
Yeah.
You know.
I watched The Irishman. Not the same thing.
No, not at all. Anyways, serial killers are fucking crazy, and they put shit on the internet like that. That's nuts, dude. It was pretty crazy.
I think mostly what's weird is there's probably something going on in America today with the shit that nobody knows about.
You don't really hear about serial killers though, the way you used to.
It's
you know?
like fucking impossible to get away. Like, look, the dude posts a video and they're like, "Oh, look, he's got a comforter on his thing that was sold at this."
Bought it.
It's like with all the. Think about this, like all of the Nest cameras going everywhere, all the fucking Alexa everywhere, like listening, phones listening to everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who has a fucking flip phone these days?
Shit's
Like
being tracked,
even homeless people have fucking cell phones.
Yeah.
Touch screens and shit.
Saw
yeah.
a fucking dude shaking a can for money the one day, and he was on Facebook. He's like,
Oh, he had a
swiping his-
Facebook account?
Yeah, he was like on Facebook. I'm like, the dude's homeless. He lives over in that bush there.
He's on fucking homeless
lives in the
Tinder.
bush.
Homeless. He's on homeless Tinder. Fucking swiping.
You wonder
for
if they have homeless
It's like
online.
it's one of those things that you go on those profiles. It's like smokes sometimes. This one's like shoots up in the dick hole fucking often.
swipe right.
It's like an icon of a needle, and it's like AIDS never.
Oh, never. Oh my god.
Homeless Tinder.
homeless
Somebody
Tinder.
make that shit.
You know, that's how you know you're living in a first world country, when you can be homeless and have a phone. And
Man, could you imagine all those fucking profile pictures? Just toothless, fucking dirty.
scabby fucking.
Oh,
They put on like profile videos like "Welcome to my crib." It's a fucking toilet or something.
fucking, it's a tent with a toilet.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen they're getting structurally engineered. Have you seen some of these places? They're putting fucking particle board drilling shit. They're fucking
it's
setting
good.
up shop. Yeah.
I mean,
Building little fucking houses.
I feel
dude.
like homeless people haven't been doing it right for a while.
No,
First
they're
off,
terrible.
I would get the fuck away from every other homeless person.
Yes.
If I literally, if I had to,
yeah.
I would get the fuck away from them, and I would I'd collect wood and make a fucking
Build a fucking
shanty
log
and a
cabin,
fucking
dude.
shanty shack in a fucking somewhere. Shanty shack, isn't that the same thing?
Dude, it's exploded.
Shantytown.
Shantytown.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know.
You can buy a fucking shipping container for $2,000.
Yeah.
You can probably save up.
dude.
You could save up with like a week's worth,
Yeah.
maybe less time of just panhandling, dude.
Yeah.
Those people make a fuck ton of money.
They don't have the discipline to save.
No,
though.
because they spend it on meth.
What would you do if you lived in a bush? You'd do meth too. Which is weird. Which
Is this your
weird because I would want to go to sleep if I was living in a bush. I'd be like, make me fucking sleep all the time.
Yeah.
And meth does not do that. It keeps you up for fucking ever.
And then you got to go get more.
Yeah. You gotta
What's
get
up,
more money.
what's up with like the campers? You seen the campers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What is?
Yep.
They're coming from
Parking
out of
lots,
sta-
dude.
So there's like a whole different classification of homeless now.
Do you remember what happened in the
Yeah.
60s and 70s?
No,
No, you wouldn't
No,
remember.
none of us
Obviously,
do.
you're not that old.
Right? No, but what?
Fuck.
What?
Well, people
The
came
newspaper
from the,
said that he was old.
from the
Yeah, fucking dicks. Yeah.
people came from the East Coast in like caravans and
Yeah.
campers and fucking not SUVs, RVs and all kinds
Mm-hmm.
of shit. Drove all the way until their fucking shit broke down, and that's where they lived. So you get a lot of that stuff back then. Maybe the same kind of people are doing it now.
Well,
You
yeah.
know,
Well,
they're
they're
just like, I'm just gonna head west.
bro, like,
Yeah.
so one of these guys had a Ford F-350 that was like 11th generation, like the same generation as mine. He had a 350. They have Washington plates, and he has this janky ass, fifth wheel. He's, and
Maybe he spent all his
that
money on his
truck
truck.
still has a payment attached to it, or it's
Maybe.
yeah, right. So, well, what I mean is there's a whole new classification of like homeless. You think a homeless guy living in a fucking shit shack, in a bush. They got these guys now that are fucking, they have vehicles.
Yeah.
They're,
Well, wouldn't a smart thing to do if you know you're going to be homeless, you're going to go fucking foreclose on your house? Stop paying your fucking thing.
Yeah.
Before your credit goes to shit, get an RV attached to a truck and be like, I'm going to be fucking homeless soon.
Later.
yeah.
It's a smart thing to do. Not giving anybody advice, but if you're going to foreclose on your house, stop paying your shit.
Yeah.
Fucking just go into foreclosure, get a fucking RV and live in that. Some of them are super nice. I've seen some of them down there around the lake.
Yeah,
Some
that's
of
what
them
I'm
are
talking
nice.
about, right.
Like,
By
I'm
the
just
river.
Like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
But One of the things that's killer though is like some of those lots that you can park on, because you can't just park an RV, which is like I was like, I'll just get a fucking RV and like tow it around and shit and live in there, because I was tired of living in my fucking where I was, and I was like, I'll do that, and it's like, oh, it's Washington State, you can't just do that. They force you to pay taxes and fucking you can't just shit in the woods and like you know what I mean, like they want you to pay. There's no way around it.
You have to have your name attached to some kind of plot, land, title, whatever.
Ooh, that's big.
It's like how it's illegal to collect water. Like
you can't just be off the grid,
shit.
right? It's like almost illegal to be off the grid. Like if you had
they try to make it that way.
Yeah,
you're
like
almost
a criminal if you
like. I don't think you can homestead in Washington, can you?
No, you can't.
Oh, really?
I think Wyoming is like the only place you can homestead.
Which Wyoming looks fucking awesome.
Hey, wait, hold on. So for everybody, homesteading is when you find a vacant plot of land. If you can prove that there's some utility there.
No, it's where you just go to a plot of land and you just survive off the land like they do in Montana and shit.
So whether
this is my land.
So no utilities.
I could be wrong. There could be very many states that have it, but I'm pretty sure Wyoming.
It's called the Homesteading Act. That's what I was thinking of. Okay. The Homestead Act.
We got to look that up because I don't think any of us are intelligent on this topic. We're just talking.
People are like, man, these guys are fucking idiots.
Some homesteaders listening to this, he's like, I got internet and shit. What the fuck's he talking about?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that Ford 350, man. Good luck with that 8 miles a gallon sitting out there on Capitol Lake. I don't know what he's gonna. That's a homeless guy.
I don't think he has to go anywhere.
The state patrol makes him move every like other week, so they shift from in front of the lake.
We talked about this before.
Road.
What would you do with this homeless fucking thing? It's like nobody wants them around.
No,
they gotta go somewhere.
They just keep moving them.
Well, there's a solution.
They keep setting shit on fire.
Oh,
would you say there's a perfect solution?
I
think they tried that in Germany.
You're trying to.
Oh man.
Yeah, like I mean, dude, the campfires. That's a fucking thing.
The smoke is like billowing into the freeway because it's on the side.
What are you talking about?
So have you seen like just driving on the freeway like fires?
Dude, they'll have like bonfires going sometimes.
Fucking dope party.
Or their meth house.
Wait, we should all go out there.
Fucking,
dude, that sounds like a good time.
Their fucking meth tent caught on fire or something.
What the fuck you guys doing
it's
here?
just raging. You'll get fire trucks coming by. They're like, how do I get over there?
Yes, yeah. That gets legit. Like, yeah, you'll just see smoke billowing out of the woods.
I mean, lately with the way I look, I've been I probably fit in pretty good. So winter, I always look like a fucking crazy lunatic.
Dude, just take a picture. You'll be on homeless
Tinder. I ran
Tinder.
to somebody the other day, and they're like, "Dude, what the fuck, bro?" And I was like,
well, thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna start homeless Tinder and be like the Tom of homeless Tinder, except I'm not homeless.
He's the Mark Zuckerberg of fucking homeless.
No, fuck Mark. Fuck that dude. I'm gonna make it Mark. Like Tom from MySpace.
That guy.
You're just gonna be everybody's friend.
Everybody's
friend.
Yeah,
You'll be like the first friend.
I'll sell fucking homeless fucking Tinder. Homeless Tinder.
Well, you can't sell it. What are you going to trade for? I mean,
I can sell anything.
You can sell it. I'm sure Google would buy it or Facebook.
Oh, okay. You're selling it too.
Zuckerberg would probably buy that shit.
Yeah. This is competition. I'll just fucking buy it. I'll make fuck monopoly laws. I'll just do fuck it. I'll just say like, oh, I didn't know. And like, did you see that meme they made of him where it says, "Do not develop my app"?
No.
On it. Mm-hmm. So there's an episode of the 4th season of Rick and Morty where I forget the dude's name, but he's a alien who like has a tattoo on his head that says "Do not develop my app."
Oh, okay.
And he always asks people, "Do you need an app developed?" And they're like, "No, go away," or "Glue Glop," or whatever his fucking name is. And eventually, Jerry, the father, goes, "Yeah, I'll make an app," and then it turns into a dating service, and it ruins the fucking world. Like, and so there's all these memes with Mark Zuckerberg's face, and it says "Do not develop my app."
Nice.
That dude, he either went two ways: serial killer or fucking megalomaniac, like he is.
Yeah.
Oh, he was going to be one or the other.
Hey, you never know. Maybe he's
both.
He's
Maybe
a fucking. He's gonna. If he hears this episode, it's not worth his time to get rid of it. But
gonna smoke some human meats.
Yeah. I got the green egg, smoking on meats. Done that before, but like, yeah, he's like taking over the world essentially. Like he wants everybody to have internet. He wants everybody on Facebook, and it's all like Is
this something new that's come out?
No, he's just like
just in general.
You just gotta watch him.
We have talked about this before.
Yeah, like no, obviously the green egg smoking
well,
them meats.
There was another part where I brought up like Facebook could be like considered the mark of the beast in some ways.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But I mean, podcasts are nonsense. I don't think anybody's listening to this anyway.
That's true.
But So
Shout out to all the people that do listen.
yeah. Like, I mean, what if the world doesn't want to be connected, Mark Zuckerberg? Like,
Well, then they enact laws like the
obviously you
Homesteaders
do.
Act.
So
and
would
shit
you?
like that.
Okay, so what would you do?
I don't know if that's even what. What is the Homesteaders Act? Now you can look it up. Look up
I
the
got it.
Homesteaders
I don't wanna
Act.
do it.
And then say
I'm
what it is.
lazy.
It's like we're really off the
But
mark.
what do you think they should do with Facebook? Like, because they're that's a thing. Like they're debating whether to keep them in what is it like?
Well,
a utility or a
I mean, it is what it is. The government just wants to control it so they can profit off of it.
right?
That's all. That's all anything is.
They want to break it off into a
Yeah.
monopoly. They think it's a monopoly.
So the Homestead Act was in 1862. Homestead Act, enacted during the Civil War in 1862, provided that any adult citizen or intended citizen who had never borne arms against the U.S. government could claim 160 acres of surveyed government land. There's not a lot of that around. Claimants were required to improve the lot by building a dwelling and cultivating the land. So if you made a farm and a fucking shack, that'd be your
Done and
fucking
done.
160 acres. But they don't do that anymore.
what? Okay. Oh man.
Yeah, there's no. Wyoming's last place,
Oh, is it,
home of the OLP.
Yeah.
dude?
A lot of people from Wyoming are starting to listen to podcasts. They're like, I've been to Casper. Fuck that place.
No, really.
Not really, but there are people from Casper, Wyoming that started listening,
Nice.
and Wyoming in general.
It's a pleasant place.
I do want to go there. I've just never been there.
We need to do a road trip.
Well, that's we could discuss topics of what this next year should look like for the podcast.
Fucking
I
A.
want to do an episode every week, but we gotta have some creative ideas as far as how to do it because I gotta stay motivated. I can't just do this unless there's a plan. You know what I mean? I don't have like an overall theme for this podcast.
Right.
We just make shit up and talk. The one thing that I've gotten as far as like feedback is that people, and this was the initial intent. Like, remember when we did that video in the warehouse that was super weird?
Yeah.
With Cole doing his thing. I was like, this would be cool. Like listening to people's conversations. People have picked that up. They're like, oh, you like the podcast is different than the fact like you're just having a conversation with no. It's like listening to bros chat and it's funny. Like you're overhearing a conversation. It's kind of what the theme is, but
Well, then keep it going.
well, I just have to have like we could go do a road trip, but there has to be a purpose. Like I'm
Right.
not just gonna pick up all the other shit I got. Let's go.
We're going to go find Brandon. That's what we're going to do.
One of the ideas
We're going to stop at every gas station.
go to Wyoming and do that. I feel like we could have a focus if we plan a road trip to go to Wyoming. Because have you been there?
Yes.
Okay, you haven't, right?
I'm not. I'd love to go.
Okay. How long did you spend in Wyoming? It was like a road trip.
I used to have family in Wyoming.
Okay.
But yeah, the last few times it's just been driving through to get to South Dakota.
Yeah.
Which is right across the border. So Spearfish, South Dakota.
Oh, cool.
Dude,
I
we're
think-
going.
I think
Just
it would
within
be,
a couple hours of where the OLP.
I think this next year when the following increases and there's more stuff, I think we could plan on doing like a road trip essentially to have some focus, like book out places and do like small, maybe not podcasts, but do like a show essentially, like
Yeah.
where we come up with some stuff,
A little ask
Q&A, something. But we gotta
that'd be
have
cool.
like I have to focus my attention to marketing to those areas.
Yep.
Right now, I know generally along the Pacific Northwest and down into California and into Texas, that's where the market is for all the shit. That's mostly where it is. So you could essentially do that road trip and go
can make
have
that
meetups
L.
and stuff.
Unfortunately, it's an L. But
Yeah.
that's
Dude, we could do like
That's
a
how it is.
live show. Maybe go.
Yeah, but that, like
Northern
what's
California.
weird is like imagine if we had people over here watching us.
You'd be way more
Yeah, dude. You
fucking nervous. Oh no, I'm fine.
let's
you know?
record. Let's play back. You know what I mean?
Some
So
stranger in the back's just beating his dick, dude.
Why does he got to be doing all that?
Because he was on homeless Tinder and he
Yeah.
got fucking excited, right?
and then he's like, "Oh, he's taller than I thought he was by his voice. Ah! I didn't know he was that tall." So there's some things that we
Yeah.
could do which would be cool. You could book out, like I know somebody that could book all the places, but we have to have a focus. If we're gonna
Yeah,
do
you
that,
can't
people
We're
aren't.
gonna go somewhere else and sit down and talk.
We can't just go somewhere
Mm-hmm.
and like not have a focus of it. Like it's got to be something like, I mean, we could have a meeting or whatever, like, or just hang out one time by the fire or something and chat about like things we could do, because I'm interested in going out. I'm always interested with Aries, and I'm like, wait, you wear the shirts or whatever? Like,
Yeah.
did I tell you about the dude that was on the airplane?
No,
So I was, I've gotten, people have bought me
unless
drinks on airplanes.
yeah, that's the one you told me
It's
about.
not
was
the
buying
same
drink.
one. So this
Okay.
last trip, I was
Yeah.
coming back from Arizona, and I see, like, I'm just sitting in the aisle. I've already checked my baggage.
Wait,
and
you're
I'm
not sitting in the chair?
I'm sitting on an aisle seat.
Okay,
I'm doing what I'm
gotcha.
supposed to be. I'm sitting in the aisle. And people are like, dude, get the fuck out of the way.
Stepping over you.
So this dude, like, I'm like just sitting there getting my fucking music and whatever I want to listen to, headphones set up, and this dude, I see the flannel from Aries. Like, it's
shit.
just some random dude. Like, and I like, he gets right next to me, and I'm like, because I'm like, maybe it's not. I don't want to
look
say
down
something.
by his dick where the
Yeah.
Aries sign is.
Yeah, and it's, you can tell, like, you know, I deal with this shit all the time, and I see the logo, and I'm like, let it get a little bit closer so it's not somebody else.
Shirt, man.
Yeah, well, I tapped him on the arm, which is something I hate people do, and I did it, and I was like, oh fuck, I feel like a dick because I can't stand when people like recognize me or whatever, and they tap me. I'm like, well, fuck you.
No touch rule.
Yeah, no, but then when I find out who they are, I'm like, oh, what's up, man? Like, I just don't like. I'm weird about like people touching me like randomly.
Yeah.
But I tapped the guy in the arm, and I was like, ooh, bad move. And I said, hey, man, nice shirt. And he goes, huh, thanks, man. And then just walked by. I was like, I don't put myself out there too far, but I would assume that he, you know, maybe I look different in person. I don't know.
You look weird during the winter, remember?
He's like, yeah, because like the last video I ever posted myself or a picture of myself, I was like, I had a haircut.
You know what it was? His girlfriend bought it for him.
Yeah. That's what, yeah. He doesn't listen to the podcast. He's like, oh,
piece
cool.
of shit.
What the fuck is this dude talking about my shirt? He's gonna realize like later, he'd be like, oh fuck, like that was that dude. Like, I don't think I'm a celebrity at all. I just think I would assume that he would recognize me since I'm.
Well, yeah, Aries following is that kind of niche.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
So
yep.
if they know about the brand, they probably know about the social media.
So I'm interested in it. Like, I'm interested in doing something because we have a big following in San Antonio, Olympia now, Washington, and then San Francisco is one of them too.
Weird.
It is weird.
Yeah, odd places,
but,
you know.
Like, you can look and see where, not from the podcast, but from the other shit, I can see generally where it is. And it's not like I marketed specifically to that, but it's this L or J or whatever down the West Coast.
Pacific Coast.
Some in New York. There's a little spotty stretching out. But yeah, I'd have to look at where it is and then be like, what are we doing? We're not just showing up in a
some
room
kind of
and
an
whatever.
event. You know what I mean?
It doesn't have
Meet
to be
up.
like a comedy show. It doesn't. I mean, I could make a bunch of rap songs like you want and just go up on the stage and go like, call me B Rabbit or something. You know, like, Mom spaghetti, vomit already, my spaghetti.
I'm gonna pee.
Cool. Didn't want you part of this anyway.
Bye.
It's running around like a little kid. Yeah, so I think it's like he brought it up, but I think it's a cool idea. But like, what the fuck would we do?
Yeah, it's hard. You gotta narrow that focus and find, you know, what kind of event you'd put on or what kind of
how long it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because that also determines, like, if you book a place, it's how long do you keep it, right? How long do you need it for? What's the setup?
Do you do one night? Do you do 2 nights?
Yeah.
Or
And
does
how
it
much
have to be during
interest
the
in
night?
there is.
Yeah.
It's totally possible, but it's just like, what the fuck? I know that there's people would come to it, but what would happen during it?
Yeah, it's hard.
And that's the planning.
That's
planning
something
part.
we gotta like brainstorm.
Yeah, because it would be it would be super dope to be like, hey, dude, we're on tour this week and fucking go and do something.
That'd be sick. Yeah.
And what are you on tour? It's like, oh, we're just going to bars and drinking, and nobody showed up. Like, but it would be like a thing and paid for by the podcast or Aries or whatever the fucking thing is, and then all the sponsors would have part in it, and you know, like, there's all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
You can attach it, you can tie it in. It's just got to be planned out. That's not something that you could just fucking do.
Yeah. You can't
Pornography?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Pornography on the road.
Now you're back from pissing. I gotta piss. He's
I
in
had
there
mashed
jerking
potatoes
off to
on my
paid porn.
forehead, dude, from
You
lunchtime.
had mashed potatoes on your forehead.
Yeah, dude, it was
I'll
really
bet you he
mashed
was just
potatoes.
using that egg trebuchet. You put potatoes instead of eggs or something.
I don't have any eggs, but this semen will do. He sprays it into his fucking face. Anyway, so what ideas do you have for that? Since you brought it up, it's a great idea. One of your many great ideas that you had.
Dude, let's do a road trip. Let's
What
just-
would we do?
1 week. Okay,
We'll
hold
go
on.
sample cheeses.
Let's work macro to micro.
Dude, that's a part of it.
macro to micro. Here we go. 1 week road trip
Yes.
to wherever Mark wants to go.
Oh,
No,
thanks.
it wouldn't be where. I mean, yeah, we could do what Mark. He's like, whatever he wants to go, because there's got to be a part where we do cool shit for a week. But also realize that people are taking off from work. Like, I'm closing down shit for a week. You're taking. I mean, you do your own thing also, but you have to consider there's a week.
That's fine. That's fine.
So we would figure out where we'd go. It'd be
Okay.
It would be based on the followers.
Here, let me throw out an idea.
Because you can't just go where you want to go.
You guys can,
well, I'm going to fucking Montana. It's like there's nobody in Montana that even knows about us.
A 1 week road trip. Okay, a daily podcast. But
I love that.
Okay. Break it off into 5-part episodes.
Yeah.
We don't feed the public everything all at once. Just give it out and
It's just
incrementally,
standard,
right? We'll stay at cheap, shitty fucking motels for $5 a night.
We don't have to do that. We don't have to talk about logistics right now.
Yeah, we're just talking topics.
Okay, overall.
Because right now you're just saying we're gonna go a place for a week
and talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe that's all
we can do some video stuff. You can
okay.
shoot,
Yeah, I like it. Marketing.
So here's an idea. You could do like a theme per trip, right? So this first trip we could like have like a 3-day trip or a 4-day trip, and we hit 4 or 5 different abandoned places, right? Each night we discuss that specific abandoned place, maybe, or like
history of the local areas.
Yeah,
people like that shit. They like the history episodes. It's cool.
Yeah, totally.
And even if we don't do like a thing,
too.
I mean, it could be as simple as like we go to a bar or something and say like, "Hey, we're gonna be here. Fucking show up."
Yeah.
But we could do like small things where we like, come to here. It's a free show or whatever, and we go and just talk about the podcast or whatever anybody else wants to talk about. Like come up with some ideas.
Shirt giveaway if you got a couple extra.
Yeah, these are all good ideas. I think we should have a meeting or whatever about it, or talk about it one time.
I like it.
Pornography,
but. I mean, more than people could pay for porn, and we'll all just sit in a room together and look at our laptops. It's good. Pornography.
Giveaway shirts, giveaway hats, swag.
Cool.
Yeah,
It'll be called the
just give stuff away. That's
Task Dev Swag Show
except,
2020.
Except this is for Violent Professional.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I'm confused, dude. I'm sorry.
What did he say?
This is Task Dev.
Task Dev Swag Show.
Yeah, we'll give Task Dev a shout out, I guess.
Sorry.
Have you seen the video yet?
Yes.
It's pretty dope, isn't it?
It is. I said it was dope.
Is that out?
Did we put that out already? Or is that coming?
That's coming. Yeah, the 1st of January.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Applebee's in Yuma, Arizona, of all places, and ran into this dude Jay that follows us.
Mm-hmm. Jay.
Yeah, and he's going to Border Patrol school.
Nice.
And he got accepted to it. And
he's gonna love this episode.
And yeah, he's been following for a while, and it's good. Like that's what's cool is meeting people like him.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to this, it was cool to meet you, and wish you the best on your
endeavors,
your training and whatnot.
Hell yes.
Was he going north or south?
He's south. He was in Yuma, and he like randomly hit me up and said, "Is anybody in Yuma right now?" And I was like, "Well, I'm sitting at Applebee's right now," or something. Or I was like, I'm available Thursday, but I was sitting at Applebee's because it was like we had to wake up early the next day, and I just couldn't. I knew like he probably wanted to meet up. I was like, I can't fucking. But then we sat there, and he bought a bunch of shots for myself and my company, and we were like all just fucking hammered. And then I showed him the task. Long story short, I showed him the Tasta video, so he's the only other person that's seen it.
That's cool.
But that's a dope video.
It's fancy.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that kind of thing.
Well, I got a better system. I use some of the money that comes in all the time, and I bought a better computer for editing and stuff like that.
He just does it.
Computers, dude, in my office. I need new. My shit's fucking.
Dave has got like
I got Windows 7
1990s fucking
shit.
bucks.
What? Windows 7?
Yeah,
holy shit.
I need new computers. If anybody out there like knows how to do this, like
I know how to do this.
Like, I need
and what do you mean by
anybody besides Mike?
And what do you know by this? You didn't really. You just said I have a. You said I have Windows 7 Enterprise. Does anybody know how to do this?
If anybody knows how to download Windows 10,
I need like
you need a new computer.
And shit.
I can help you out after we close this. We'll look on the fucking Google box and we'll figure it out.
I need 3 of them.
3 computers for your staff and everybody?
No, just this for the office. I have a service hub that's in Federal Way that deals
no one
with
gives a
bullshit.
fuck about what you're saying right now.
No.
Anyway, let's close this up and say there's big plans for the future this coming year.
Fucking plans.
I mean, everybody says that. It's kind of just plans. We got plans. Like,
Ideas.
but not even plans. We were just talking about some shit. Maybe plans won't happen. Maybe we don't have plans. We don't have any
Maybe
plans.
we won't even meet.
We just talked. Maybe this will be the last episode because I'm fucking tired of this. David's going to be the reason we have no more episodes.
Oh.
Or he's going to take over. He's going to be the host.
Yeah, he's like, David, I just need somebody to help me out. He's like, Let's talk about insurance.
Let's talk
You don't
about,
talk about that.
Let's
Don't
talk
talk like
about porn and cheese.
And then he just sits
cheesy
there and goes.
porn.
He like makes snorting noises as he laughs and then doesn't talk for 30 minutes. My warm up takes 5 hours.
It's his warm up just sounds like he's really far away from the microphone, then too close.
So
David, do you enjoy doing these episodes?
Yeah. Why?
Okay.
What? Is my affect that fucking terrible?
No, because like I would assume the beatdowns we give you.
Yeah,
We just
I'm
be
not
like,
getting
fuck
beat
this.
down.
It's not really bad. It's not like we're not being malicious or mean or anything like that. We just like
berate
focus on
you a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
we do.
I don't. Yeah.
I'm not even sorry.
I'm a lizard. I have no pulse, dude. Like I don't.
I'm
See, we were
pretty
talking
sure
about-
lizards have pulses.
Jay-Z Knight heard about the episodes and
Oh,
she came
fuck.
down and sent one of her spies.
You know
down.
what? You're a
What?
fucking lizard,
Whoa,
man,
whoa,
aren't
whoa.
you? You just said you're a lizard.
Okay, I'm like, what?
Last words. We could continue, but last words for the episode. You got anything to say? Are you thankful for anything this year? Let's finish with some on a high note, positive notes. What are you doing for Christmas?
Nothing.
Christmas? I converted to Islam. Death to infidels.
Oh, I did not know that Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate Christmas.
They don't
or
celebrate
birthdays,
anything,
or
bro.
birthdays. Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know why I didn't know that.
They're
But
miserable
I guess it's
people.
because I'm not Jehovah's Witness, but they don't.
Yeah.
They don't celebrate that. It's interesting. To
They're not
me.
allowed to.
That's
I mean,
so
why
weird.
would they?
I don't know.
I feel
Really
bad
weird.
for them. Nothing. I'm not thankful for anything. Fuck everything. I don't know.
Oh, you're a son of a bitch. You know that? I'm
Dude,
thankful for your friendship.
Dude.
Oh yeah, I'm thankful
For
you,
your
Mark, and
children,
Mike.
bro.
Yeah, you're
Be thankful for
your
them. There's
children.
always something positive to look at.
Yeah.
You're thankful for your business. You're thankful for. Why am I saying what you're thankful for?
I don't know.
Because you know he gets on the microphone and he's like, ugh. What are you thankful, man? You got 2 awesome kids, right?
Yeah.
And you own a house and
Yeah.
your business is going well. And,
Yeah. That's true.
Like-
Yes.
You recently
You know?
found Pornhub.
Yeah. It's all free. It's amazing.
Don't have to pay anymore.
It's like Quagmire. It's like he just finds out there's porn on the internet,
One
but for
giant
free.
forearm.
I just gotta go, guys. Okay. Well, we're not gonna get anything. out of it.
Sorry.
Thanks for being on the episode this year. I'm thankful for you, David.
I'm thankful
Yes,
for you,
I'm
Mike.
thankful for you being on this last one with us. It was fun.
I'm thankful.
Last one for 2019. I'm recording
Yeah.
and I'm taking a break from it. I mean, I take breaks on it all the time. It's like, oh, are we doing one today? I guess so. 5 weeks later, I do another episode.
I'm gonna call him like later this week or next week. Hey, Mike, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, it's realistically, it's good. Like we just space them out and whatever.
Yeah, man. I'm thankful for this place, man. I've really evolved in my home. It's been real, dude.
Yeah, you
Creating new things in my home, doing
It's
work.
like a
I mean,
normal house
you had some
now.
motivation in your lady did an amazing job. She's good.
Kristen has great
interior
ideas,
decorator.
man.
She
She puts me to work. That's for sure.
That's the good thing about a woman, dude, is they're very creative.
You used to have a fucking like window.
There was a
here,
window right
Now,
there, dude.
Forget all
Yeah.
about it because like this house is turned around. Like I don't even think about it anymore.
For the listeners, there's now a door there. It's not
Yeah.
just a hole. Or
It's not
anything.
like it's not like you were living in a fucking hovel or something like that. Like that, you had a nice house, but now it's just it's like cool.
Yeah, it's
It's super
more of a
awesome.
home.
Yeah,
So
I'm
yeah,
horrible about.
thankful.
Like, I live very with nothing.
That's how I was though. That's how I lived in a fucking trailer.
Yeah.
Remember? But yeah,
You
I'm
lived in a
thankful.
carport.
I did. I fucking lived in that.
Oh, yeah.
Thankful for this fucking podcast because this shit.
Yeah.
This is my escape. It's one of them, anyways. It's a lot of fun, man.
I always like wonder about it because I'm like, you want to do this thing, and like people just did, like they're just like, what's the topic or whatever. You know, like
Yeah.
you've asked it, like we never had a topic, but it's like
just
I
fucking
like
talk.
that people want to be on it. It's fucking cool just because we're always on our phones and shit, and this is like kind of a way to chat about
Yeah, you
stuff.
put like
Totally have a natural
put that shit down.
conversation.
The
with
only
a-
time
with
we're
a
picking-
switchboard and fucking headphones and
yes,
microphones.
face to face
Yeah.
conversation, which people don't fucking do anymore, which I
Pornography?
like to do. And then you get fucking weirdos like this. God damn it, David. Fuck. I'm thankful for David's weirdness.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm thankful for you, Mark.
Thanks.
Can't wait till you guys fuck on this table.
He'd be the
Next
catcher.
episode. Yeah,
You know
you
what
guys
I'm
just
saying?
looked lovingly in each other's eyes.
Oh,
Gingerly touching tips.
Yeah.
no touching tips.
Yeah. You have to jerk off, put your penis heads together so the holes are interlocked, jerk off and race to see who comes in each other's dick holes. Whoever does is the winner. You're both the winner at that point.
I'm glad we're not dropping
One of you
names.
came and one of you received it. Cool. You're thankful for
What
that.
are you thankful for, Mike? What are you
This podcast is super dope. Thankful for that. Thankful for the way that all the supporters of it. Thankful for Patreon, not just because there's money that's coming in from it, but it's cool to interact with people that actually give a shit. Which is like, if you've seen the social media pages, it's fucking retarded. It's a fucking shit show.
It's cool to be part of their day.
Yeah.
To know that they're listening.
And Patreon has more of a direct impact, like on a smaller scale than social media in general. It's kind of a social media platform, but those people can like provide inputs, and then it's meaningful, as opposed to fucking social media where like the fucking algorithmic overlords have control of people seeing your shit. Like there's people that I literally have followed that I like seeing their stuff, and then I forget about them because Instagram won't show me their shit.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, like now I have people that go, bro, did you unfollow me or you block me or something? I'm like, no, dude, like Instagram fucking boots you. Like
Yep.
it, like
If I haven't interacted with you in a year, they're gonna fucking boot me. For some
like there's
reason.
some days if I'm not doing paid advertisement, I'll have like generally I'll have a certain amount of natural followers, and then right under that you can see how many people unfollow you, and it generally coincides with that number. It's about the same to where it equals out to about 0 follows. That's weird in itself. But then you start paying for fucking ads or whatever, because it's like this post is better, and it's like
pumps those numbers up.
and then you get like 3,000 followers, and it's like you've had 2,900 people unfollow. It's like, are you fucking for real? It's
crazy.
Like, that's bullshit. Like that's so fucking dumb. It's because Instagram and Facebook and all those people, they go through and like it's not them, but it's their algorithm,
algorithms, right,
and
right.
it boots people off your shit and unfollows them for you. It's fucking obnoxious. So you have to pay for followers, or you could just sit with the meager amount. And then, I mean, the only people that really get ahead are the ones with like super like original creative content, and they're pushing it fucking nonstop. Like you've seen those pages, like meme pages. They'll post like fucking 10 memes a day, and it's like very consistently. That's hard to do when you're trying to create like good content. So it's harder on certain levels. But I'm thankful for Patreon. That's been a new cool thing where people have
it's
direct.
pretty organic.
Yeah, because they
not-
don't stifle views. Like it's not like they don't stop people from seeing your shit. But like I can put other content on there. That is shameless plug for people that are listening that don't know what Patreon is. You can go on to Violent Professional or patreon.com/Violent Professional and see like content that nobody else sees, because it's like people subscribe to it, they want to be a part of it, and so now they're getting additional content. Like they heard that fucking little crazy Alice, they heard that because I know you guys don't have access to it, so I was like, don't fucking show Mark or whatever. So I have more of a direct connection with those people that are on there.
Dope.
You know, so yeah, go check that out if you want to get like content and interaction that Zuckerberg hasn't fucking stifled yet. He's bound to buy it. He's fucking
fuck.
dude's an
What,
alien.
Patreon?
Oh, dude, he
And then it'll take a
one of
percentage.
he's got to hate
percentage.
competition because he buys everything. Like he bought MySpace, fucking crushed it. Bought fucking.
He bought MySpace? Wow.
Yeah, dude, he buys it. I think so. I think he bought he has Facebook. He bought Instagram,
Yeah, we
and
know
now
that,
that's
yeah.
a shit show. Like literally, in the
fucked it
first
up.
fucking year that I was doing Aries, I made 30,000 fucking followers, and then ever since the Facebook bought it, it was like the next year was like 100 followers. Like what the fuck is that? And then I've been scratching by, like it's growing, but it's hard. Like it's fucking hard.
Oh my god, yeah, nothing's organic.
Yeah, and then like
that's irritating.
they'll buy other services. They
Mine's
buy
organic.
MySpace. They buy like all these other things, and then just go get it to the side, like because they don't want competition, which is completely to have a monopoly is not legal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not supposed to be.
Only
anyways.
natural monopolies. That's the only other thing that like can exist by law. Is like if there's nobody else that created something, you have a natural monopoly, but you can't buy everybody out just to stop the competition. It's fucking illegal. It has to be a fair trade, free market.
I don't know though. Like I know it doesn't sound fair, but I wouldn't like the government coming in and regulating.
That's how everything is.
Shit.
You're not free, dude.
You know?
You're not free, but that's part of it. It keeps it fair in some regards. Like none of us are probably gonna be multimillionaires, like or fucking billionaires.
Shucks.
Yeah,
That was my plan this whole time.
yeah.
Damn it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but and then when you get to that level, the government has ultimate control over it.
That's scary.
They were just like, we're gonna break up Facebook just because Zuckerberg's a fucking weirdo. he can't drink water.
Oh, what did he do? He did the whole sipping thing.
Yeah, super weird.
He just sticks his tongue in there like a lizard.
I'm thankful to everybody in my like all of my people in my circle are healthy and nobody's fucking sick or whatever.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I'm happy for that.
That's the truth.
Things are going well. Life's settled and just trying to be creative. I'm thankful for creativity and you guys.
Yeah, dude.
Being on the episode. And the dudes down in Florida too. Tastev and all that good shit.
Yep.
So.
Dude.
Tastev's been huge too. We don't talk about it on this podcast because a couple people felt like it was weird to talk about since we talk about weird shit on here.
Yeah.
But, go check out tastev.org. Support us. You don't have to donate or anything. But you can check out the mission there, and then we support the veteran community in ways and transitioning veterans out of the service.
It would be a lot of fun.
Not as like sexually
We're not transitioning people.
Transitioning. I mean, if they are, it's no big deal. They're veterans, and we'll
is there any
support them by jerking their dicks off or something. I don't know.
Any upcoming events at all?
David's role.
Yeah, we'll jerk off their female dicks.
Any upcoming events at all?
Snowshoe that happened?
Yeah, snowshoes next week.
Okay.
Next
so
week.
None of you listening will hear this or be able.
Yeah. So
snowshoe trip was last week.
Weird. It's like we're time traveling. But yeah, Dan's got that one covered. He's supposed to be pushing something out tomorrow, I think.
This year, I'd like to get more drone shots. And, and video and stuff.
Absolutely.
With that new video, I think it's kind of changed things. I'm like, oh, this is not as cosmic as I thought. It's just like getting certain people to do certain things for you, and then like matching up music and all that stuff, getting the right music for it.
Yeah.
So we got to do more shit. I think doing interview style stuff, like we kind of tried with the one snow camp thing, but doing more of a documentary type of thing, and
just documenting the actual events and stuff while we're there. Just setting up that camera to watch us. That's way better.
Yeah.
It's because we're interacting with each other. We're not interacting with the camera, and it's just not natural.
Snow camp. When's that happening?
Ooh,
January or something?
January, probably end of January.
Okay,
I would assume.
Cool.
Hopefully, there's still. I mean, there should be snow up there. I'm gonna be gone for a small section in January, going to Disneyland with my kid.
Cool.
So, I haven't been there since I was a kid. But
you're driving down?
No, flying down.
Oh, yeah, it's like it's fucking miserable to drive down.
Fuck that.
It's such a long
drive.
Done
it before. Oh no.
Yeah,
I used to live in San Diego. We used to drive back and forth between here and there. 18 hours.
Fun fact.
Is that what it was?
Fun fact, that trip contributed to my divorce.
Whoa.
Really?
Happiest place on earth, man. No, it's just it's a long time to be in your driving from Olympia, Washington down to San Diego basically is a fucking hard drive, and people get it's basically 2 days of driving essentially.
Yeah.
It's fucking miserable.
It really depends
3
on
days.
It depends on the person, and if you're not doing other things along the way, you get fucking like Kristen and I. We've done 2 road trips now, and both of them were fucking great because we were stopping and doing things. If we were just straight driving, we'd probably get we'd probably argue a couple times because that's what people do. But since we were stopping and doing things, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Every trip I go on, like when I picked up Zia, my dog, that was a straight shot. Like drove through the night to get there to the middle of California, and then drove back the same fucking day. It was like we made it there in one night. We got a hotel and drove back, and it was like 2 days down to fucking San Francisco and back. Like it was insane. And it's like I'm horrible because I want to just go. If I have to go somewhere, especially the middle of fucking California, like farmland. Yeah. It's like it was to the east of San Francisco, so it was like a straight shot overnight. I left at 8 p.m. It was a fucking bad idea, and we got there at fucking you
left at 8 p.m.
Yes.
Here to
I was just gonna go by myself, but then went down with other people, and it was like it was miserable, like absolutely fucking miserable. But I don't think about that shit. Like that's one of the things I got to be better about. So if we do this road trip, like we're stopping and doing shit, like, and I don't want to drive like fucking like this whole thing,
Dude, we'll all take different
has to be,
cars.
Rent a fucking RV, dude. You can rent an RV. Just fucking
we'll do that.
That'd be fun. So that way people can just chill, and you could fucking cast in there. You know what I mean?
That's what we'll do is set it up, soundproof some of the shit. So
dude.
Make sure it goes through the auto device this time.
Dude, we're planning something.
Yeah,
I can feel it in my bones.
There will be plans.
Yeah, it's good. We just got to figure out what sooner than later, maybe not in shitty weather.
Yeah,
Summer.
Absolutely.
Figure out what time. spring, summertime.
Well, I got that overlanding trip coming up in May.
Yeah, David's gonna plan a trip.
Yeah, I've
Sick.
already planned
For
it.
the
It's
climb
going to be.
Yeah, well, it's a camping trip, not really hiking or anything.
I mean,
but it's an overlanding trip. So.
everybody's welcome to come and go. I'm trying to get the date. Of
course we are.
Hold on. Sorry, give me one second.
Not important.
It's really not important.
We'll
You can
just
talk about this later on task dev stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been a great year overall, and I want to thank everybody that's listened to the podcast, and I appreciate all of you. Some of you I don't, some of you are dicks. I know it, and I've had interactions with some of you that are assholes, but most of you, I'd say 90% of you, 99% of you are fucking awesome. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Truly appreciate it. We'll see you next year, and have a happy fucking New Year's.
Bye-bye.
Bye. If you like this episode, please consider subscribing to us on Patreon by visiting patreon.com/violentprofessional. By subscribing, you have access to all the episodes as soon as we upload, as well as bonus content that you can't see anywhere else. You can also support us by simply giving us a positive rating on your listening platform of choice. And above all, thank you for the continued support of the Violent Professional Podcast.